Friday. Yes, we made it. Happy Faithful Friday. From me to you, I love you guys so much. Just know that before we start this reading, 911 is a significant number. That 222 portal was something else. That 222 portal, yeah, that was it. The endings of a new beginning. All right, we have a lot of things changing in the collective. I was intuitively guided to wait to release my message. And here we are. Happy Friday. The divine was like, wait, they don't love you like I love you. Wait. Yeah. All right. So energy is energy. If it resonates, it resonates. Happy Faithful Friday. I love you guys so much. Thanks for being here. Like, subscribe, and being part of my soul family. Because nothing even matters at all. I got like a little... and your girl was knocked out last night. Resting is a ritual. All right, so energy is energy. If it resonates, when you drink water in the morning, you could say things like blessings, abundance, love. Drink it. Just, I'm just putting you on to a little sign. So the original message that I got, I've been getting downloads like crazy, guys. Like where do I even start? I've been getting a lot of downloads like crazy, and it's a lot of changes happening in the collective, which I really love. All right, it's a lot of ascensions and elevations. Hold on, yeah, let's see if we could clean the screen. No. All right, much better. It's a lot of elevation in the collective. It's a lot of new. So remember the day I did that reading for you guys with the key, right? Remember that? Okay, well, I went somewhere and I opened my door and it was a key right on the ground. And I'm like, okay. So I looked up the meaning of a key, spiritual meaning of key. And in that moment, hey, Michelle, I can take my charger off. And in that moment, it said, given the spiritual authority to unlock situations of the past. Now, weren't we talking about that same day? I was like, okay, Spirit. Some of you have spiritual authority. Look at releasing to literally unlock certain things in your life and change the course of the direction. Spiritual authority. God already went ahead of you and figured things out, and that's why he gave you the spiritual authority to reopen doors in situations. Remember, I tell you, only the divine can revive situations. You say, and I was kind of going back and forth with them yesterday. I'm like, well, when I give this message, I want to tell you guys how I feel, right? Because it's so much of don't go back and this, and I would be the first to say that, right? But I also will directly, immediately say that anything that God wants to resurrect, he will. Now, if somebody's beating your ass morning, noon, and night, and I doubt God's going to allow you that, to go back to that person. In order to be able to go back to a situation, first you need to starve the enemy, okay, or the entity. So meaning elevation requires what? Separation. Okay, so you have to get the F away from something or someone that has an entity that isn't good for your life and or isn't. Yeah, I get what I'm going, right? We're grown-ups here. I love you so much. Okay, so that's the spiritual authority. So separation requires elevation, using your discernment, right? Praying for things, fasting from things, okay? Just to name a few. We are still in Ramadan. I hope you guys are holding on, holding out and making the best of it, okay? I got a modified Ramadan going on here, but I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? So in that, I want to share with you guys as well. I was reading something, listening to, I can super multitask with all my senses. I could read, write, type, probably ride a motorcycle all at the same time. Like my multitask, helicopter mom is above and beyond. And I feel like it has a lot to do with my gifts, but I had got this loud, sensational ringing in my ear. But prior to that, I was saying I'm having a hard time with Ramadan. I was a little bit weary. I don't know if I could keep doing this. I felt a little bit weak as well because, it's Ramadan. You're not eating and you're fasting. And I told you guys I modified it. So anyway, long story short, I looked up what the meaning was of a loud ringing in your left ear. I think it was And I was just talking to God, the divine, like, I'm not sure I could do this. I did it 2 years ago. I totally clonked out. Like what didn't work for me. Right. So I'm retrying it again. Dust yourself off and try again. So when I looked up the meaning of whatever I was looking up in Islam, it meant a visit from the Prophet Muhammad. And I was like, me? Because I just said I'm very weary about my, oh my God, to make me emotional, because I'm like, me? Spiritual authority. Here we go. I love ya. So do what you can do, how you can do it. God's always there to help you. The enemy may be busy, but God's always busier. Remember, God goes ahead and helps you. And if there's situations in your life that are arising, that are of the past, and you're not sure, but you have to go by how it makes you feel. Does it make you feel good, or does it make you feel convicted? And I don't mean like in a flesh way. I mean, like, does this interaction with your person, do you feel like you're going against yourself? Right? Do you feel as though you're betraying yourself by interacting with this particular person of your past because of closed doors and or things that happen, right? That's using the spirit of discernment. We know the enemy's busy, but we also know that the divine and God is busier. Okay, so as I was going through the day yesterday, I was just getting a lot of downloads about people returning, situations happening, and people having spiritual authority to unlock different karmic cycles within their life to change the narrative and the direction of it. So here we are. So that's why I've been gone, because I've been going through my own spiritual awakening, and that 222 portal just changed everything, because nothing even matters at all. So I'm here to say is some situations are being revived because what the enemy tried to steal, God removed and replaced. Okay. And it was a juicy message. At first, I was getting kind of like the juicy parts of the download about this, but then God said, no, I want you to start with the person, the individual. Then we can talk about the entities attached to other people that literally were sent into this person's life to destroy them. Okay, so it's like wow, I don't even know why I'm so emotional. Some people didn't get dealt the best hands in life, but you made the best of it, right? And some people don't realize that since you were young, since you were a child, before you had a chance to know, another thing that I want to tell you guys about too, that I was guided to tell you guys about before I go on. I'm not sure where we're going, but we're going somewhere. So stay with me, right? That you have to ask God to forgive you for things that you've done in the past when you didn't know him and or know better, right? You don't need to walk around with conviction for things that you weren't taught and didn't know better or wasn't sure or I thought that was the right thing, but you're realizing it was the wrong thing. You're allowed to ask for forgiveness for when you didn't know better, right? Because the collective I have, it was never a bad heart. It was just dealt a bad hand. And it was never any deception involved or included. Like, yes, bad people do good things for bad reasons. Good people do bad things for good reasons. Hear me out, okay? So what I pick up with this energy is they never had a deceptive heart at itself. They may have done some deceptive things, but their intentions always came from a pure place. Right? Even if it didn't look like that, remember, even if they didn't know better, we can't be mad at people and situations or our kids. How could we be mad about something that they don't know? Right? Or something they would never acknowledge of. You can't give someone a math test on something they've never learned in and expect them to do good and pass. So there's an energy here of this person forgiving themselves for doing wrong, for trespassing against other people when they didn't know better. Okay, 2 days full of downloads back to back. I'd close my eyes, I get downloads, and I was like, this is overbearing. It was overbearing a little bit, but they're like, you're going to do your regular life, but you're just not going to do the messages because they're going to come out mumble jumble. And so here we are. Okay. So not only is this, but see, that's where the enemy, and this is what the big thing about this is. Once someone starts to understand who they are and are interested in who they are and are learning of who they are, it's like any generational curses, because there's generational curses here. You should not have a generation of people with abandonment issues. That means somebody abandoned someone, and then they learned how to do that to someone, and now that person learning how to abandon other people. The patterns are there, the recognition is there. Once you identify that, once you identify the spirit of procrastination, it can't stay there anymore. So I feel like that, and you're like, well, what's spirit of procrastination? Because somebody was taking their time to become a better person, because they were dealing with, now put on different sedentary lifestyles and different things that people do, and different things they're involved in, and now it's like, okay, well, you're down some. Now you already been dealt a bad hand, but now you're down even more because of the things that you're doing in your life, the ways that you're operating, the things that even could be the things that you're saying. Some people can go to church every week and have no confidence in God. Their attendance does not make them holier than the next person because they're in attendance. Right? Oh, I go to church every week. I know God. Well, God's like, well, what do you know about me besides just showing up? Right? I know in my life that the most person that's ever loved me in my entire life is God. I can't explain it. The love that I've never felt, the love that I wish I've got, is fulfilled through knowing the divine, learning about God, and understanding myself, and realizing that, oh, wait, all that was inside of me. That wasn't me. I get all this love. All this love is all I had. Time is what you had, baby girl, I'm what you have. You be needing me, but too bad. Right? So that energy does trickle down in a person's life, losing lovers, friendships, relationships, jobs, money, because not knowing who they are. Know thyself. Not understanding. This is something that the enemy came to take from this person from a young age. That's why I picked this picture, because it's like on the outside, this person, this energy, the people that we're talking about, they don't see who they are. That's why I say, oh, don't go for people when you see their potential, but hype them up. You have the potential to be a king or queen. Okay. So it's like, I see something in you that you don't see, but I'm telling you it's there. And the enemy's doing everything they can to try to silence and take that away from you. Okay. Everybody has a job in their life. Okay. So energy is energy. I still have not found my cards that I was looking for. That's interesting, because now that I'm looking for them, I still didn't find them. All right, guys. So let's get on with the reading, a little bit of that. I also feel like my gifts are elevating again. Meditation's important right now. When you feel like, listen, meditation is very important right now. I was teaching my soul sister, best friend sister last night about meditation. Meditation is very important. If you could start 30 seconds of silence when you're laying in bed, that's a start. Don't think about nothing. The moment you start thinking about other stuff, start over. Okay, energy is energy. If it resonates. This person is very divine. Remember the divine beings that we were saying that were falling from grace, but then all of a sudden they stood up and took a turn around. Yeah, these are those people that we're talking about. So they're divine, supernatural turnarounds for your favor. Supernatural favor, supernatural turnarounds, supernatural recognition. And these entities, principalities, supernatural authority, supernatural keys. The elevation is here. Separation requires elevation. Only God can resurrect. The creator, your most high, can resurrect dead situations. Okay, so sometimes the enemy knows your heart and knows that, but there's certain things and people and entities that you cannot resurrect those situations. Allow God to handle how things are in your life. Okay, allow them, and they'll give you instructions. You'll be instructed on what to do and how to do them. So let me say happy faithful Friday to Michelle, Alpha, Nichelle, Jehovah. Okay, Sam. Hey, Jan, Majesty, Grand. Hey, sis, Aisha, Alicia. Majesty, yes. Happy Friday, Claudette. So happy Friday, guys. 14:31 on the clock. Move in love and light. Love and light is all we got right now. Forget the rest. It doesn't matter what you have, how you have it, what you got, how you bought. There's people that have way more than you that hate on you because you have peace. Peace is a new bag. 2026, peace is a new bag. All right. So let's get us a Bible verse and let's indulge in that. Move boldly into the future. Okay, release your cares to God. Okay, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Seek his will in all you do, and he will show you which path to take. Somebody wants to be better. Somebody's committed to being a better person. They're saying, show me, Lord, the path to take. Show me, Creator, Most High, whoever their person is. Show me what I got to do. You know what? I don't want to fight with these principalities. I don't want to be this way anymore. I want to be, if being close to you is what I got to do, then show me. The divine is giving this person supernatural authority to move into their future. Okay, release your cares to God. Oh, that it had wings like a dove, I would fly away and rest. Psalms 55, Proverbs 3, verse 5 and 6. The number 5 here is significant. I see 555, 66 energy, creating their wealth and abundant energy. This person realizing, I don't got to take all these problems on myself. And you don't. You don't have to do that. So somebody at some point was in their life holding on to all their problems and issues, holding on to all the things that was, it's making me emotional and not sense of, oh, I'm sad. It's making me emotional because somebody's gaining their inner strength and they're using it by leaning on the divine. Lean not on your own understanding. Here we are. I don't understand this. Well, you're not supposed to. And if God's making you uncomfortable, you sit right there and you ask, can you show me? Ask and you shall receive. For God didn't give us a spirit of fear, but of love, discernment, and sound mind. And somebody in their life was running and going. And this person thought that when they were comfortable and they were sitting down and they were quiet and they were doing okay, that something was wrong because they learned to love and thrive in chaos from a child. They didn't know any better. These are things that you grew up in. These are ways that you had no choice. You said, okay, well, this is how it's going to be. And I guess but it's not how it's going to be. What I'm saying is a lot of you've come across these people. You have the spiritual authority. You've changed the course of their life. Surprised the entity enemy didn't think that they would find someone that will love them unconditional. You hold the key to helping this person become a better person. It's not all about, it is in a sense of, because two are better than one for to help each other succeed. If one shall fall, the other shall be there to pick them up, right? So in a sense of when we talk about these relationships and everything on these journeys, yeah, they're great there, but at the end of the day's got to end. It's all for you, right? I made a post the other day where it said, God will strip you of everything, every friend, every family member, every lover. Anyway, you know why? Because he says, when you get to where you are, I want you to give me all the glory. I don't want you to say, oh, I would have never got it this way if it wasn't for my mom, or, oh, I would have never got it this way if I wasn't with this partner. He said, I want you to give all the glory to me because of all the glory that you're going to have to be giving out, all the blessings that you're going to receive because all the miracles that you're going to be performing. This person has gifts. They were stripped of their gifts and their abundance. But I feel like before they had a chance in life, they weren't dealt the best hands, but they're trying to make it right. Okay, so somebody also knows, all right, well, I don't got to take any problems on my own. If I don't understand it, I'm not supposed to. Faith, believing where your eyes can't see and your hands can't touch, but knowing wholeheartedly within your life that what you see in front of you isn't really what it's supposed to be like, because I feel like this should be different. I feel like it, right? And then you come say, I see your potential. You can, when people see you before you see yourself, or people see you in a light that you don't see yourself, well, the enemy was trying to take this from this person, okay? Energy is energy. If it resonates, it resonates, okay? So top of the deck, we have focus on God's love. Okay, make every effort to keep yourself united in the spirit, binding yourself together with peace. You guys know my kids are intuitive and they do their own thing. And I just love how it's so interesting to me to watch how they interact with God on their own. So I was going to my living room to get something, and my little son had fell asleep with something on his TV, and he was talking about, it was Ecclesiastes 9:11, and Ecclesiastes at chapter 9. I didn't get to go through it, but 9:11 stuck out. So you're supposed to be happy. Okay, so life, you're supposed to eat the sweets and drink the fats. And I have that Bible verse card, but I didn't know that's what that was, right? Joy. You're supposed to live. You're supposed to have wisdom and knowledge, the same thing. Joy, live a happy life, be fruitful. I just feel like at some point this person thought that they had to live this trauma. I just like at some point this person thought, now if you're a kid and you're dealt a bad hand, you're like, all right, well, this is what, but that was the enemy coming for this person from birth. The enemy knew that this person had gifts on them. They knew how to get to them. Maybe they're dealing with narcissistic parents, family members, abuse, whatever the case may be. It's not their fault. Okay, it's not their fault. They didn't ask for it. They didn't ask for it to happen to them. They didn't ask for none of that stuff. So you coming into this person's life, yes, you collective, and this isn't just subjected to romance. This could be friends. Hell, you could meet coworkers, people at your job, whatever the case may be. You're put on certain people's paths in their life because they've been through these things, and your love is the reason why these people can break free from these change. Literally. I mean, oh. Energy is energy. If it resonates, I say literally. Okay, so at the top of the deck, we have see everything through the eyes of love. Okay, love, so many things I got to tell you, but I'm afraid. Why is he afraid? Because because there's a possibility that you'll look at me differently. Somebody's been through a lot of stuff in their life, and I just feel like maybe the way they present it, maybe the way they handle it, but somebody's learned to transmute pain at a young age, or and this is why you're able to help other people in your life. Okay, so energy is energy. It's very sacred energy. It's very sacred. The energy that I feel from this is not only sacred, but it's been a long time. I feel like the the enemy tried to stop this person from becoming their higher self. And then here you're like, I got the key to change that. Sorry, but not sorry. Spiritual authority. You carry high spiritual authority. Okay, now, not me really about to cry, because with see everything through the eyes of love. I'm so deep in my chilling right now that I didn't even realize that this is my favorite Bible verse. Love is patient and kind. Love is not jealous or boastful or proud or rude. It does not demand in its own way. That is, hey, Shell, that is my absolutely favorite Bible verse in the whole wide world. And I always get chills and everything, but I was so deep in the message, I didn't even see that. So again, move boldly into the future. Love is patient and kind. Just because somebody grew up, like, everybody doesn't have the best situations, maybe somebody have the best situations, but guess what? So say you were dealt a better hand. Everybody deals with something. I don't care how it looks on the outside. It's something being dealt with, right? Okay, so maybe your parents had money and you didn't struggle in poverty, right? But guess what? They didn't love, they didn't hug, they didn't kiss. Well, then you have the other person that was struggled in poverty. But guess what? Their parents loved, their parents hugged, their parents kissed. Everybody's background is different, and that alternates their future. Okay, blessings of innocent and purity. God blesses those who are pure, for they will see God. Now remember, this person was dealt a bad hand. Yeah, they probably did bad things, but their heart was always in a good place. Their heart was always in a good place. Bad people do good things for bad reasons. Good people do bad things for good reasons as well, right? So a starving mother, she's going to the store because she's stealing a loaf of bread. She's not stealing it because she wants to be a thief. She's stealing it because she wants to feed her children, right? In her heart, she really doesn't want to do it, but she has no choice, right? Good people do bad things for good reasons. This person was innocent. They had a lot of purity within them. The enemy said, oh, all right, I see that one. They were dealt the bad hand, and that's where they ended up in life and trying to come up out this. Okay, so if God's giving you spiritual authority to open doors and reunite situation, people, places, and things, don't fight that. There's a blessing in there for you. Go by the way it makes you feel. If it's making you feel this is not good for me, I don't think I should be doing this, then guess what? It's not. But if you're doing something and it makes you feel good and you don't feel convicted, we all know being convicted is because when we're little and we do something we're not supposed to do, we feel that feeling. I think you start feeling conviction like 5. Who stole the cookies from the cookie jar? You're like, I did. And you're like, you did it? Are you sure? No. You're like, well, there's cookies on you. Conviction. You know, when little kids hide something they break because they know it was wrong. Conviction. Once they stepped into an energy of learning or understanding conviction, the enemy had a ball with this person. It's because their main goal, the enemy's main goal, is to steal the blessings and innocence and purity of this person. But God went ahead and said, okay, well, you can do this to them when they're 7 or 8 or 10. It's all right, because when they're 25 or 26 or 30 years old, somebody's going to come in and they're going to open something in them that you tried to steal from them. Okay, or when they're 17 or when they're 18, whatever the case may be, whenever you start awakening, whenever you started coming across your soul family, the enemy never goes further than the divine. So here we are. You saw the potential, but the potential didn't happen up. But God said, I'm giving you this key here. Go back and straighten up some of those things for me. You have the spiritual authority. Then you're getting tested as well if you can handle that. If you couldn't handle the job, God wouldn't give it to you, right? If you couldn't handle the assignment, God wouldn't give it to you. But here you are handling the assignment, changing people's lives one day at a time, couple weeks at a time. Think about the job that you work. Doing what you love isn't work. You're in purpose, right? When you go out every day and somebody say, I really like my job. Yeah, okay, well, it's not a job anymore. You change that word to purpose. I'm going to purpose today. I love you guys. I'll see you later. Right? Anything that you do that you love is no longer a job. It's a purpose, and it comes a passion, and it comes a fire within you to continue to do it. That's how you know you're working for the divine. Okay, energy is energy. If it resonates, that right. Let's get another Bible verse. We'll put a little bit of oracles on this, and we'll be out. Look at, I'm gonna cry. I don't know why this energy is so pure. It's so like, sometimes we laugh, sometimes we cry, but I guess you know now, right? Okay. Pure and unconditional love. There we go. Speak to the earth and it will instruct you. Let the fish in the sea speak to you. Okay. So I'm not exactly sure where we're going with that, but we're going to hold on to the pure and unconditional love. Ask and you shall receive. Okay. Speak to the earth and it will instruct you. Maybe somebody's going outside, staying in nature. Let the fish in the sea speak to you. Again, that marine energy, if you guys are interested in, and my sister, she's on here too. We did some of the mermaid journey as well. If you're indulging in the mermaid journey, they don't play. So if you open up that chapter, you heard that? They are serious about, but they do help and heal as well. So that's on you. Okay. So I just feel like somebody's interested. Just email me. We could chat it out real quick and I could go about your business. You don't got to ever come to my channel and say, I'm not sure. Email me. Y'all got sunshinegoddess333@gmail.com. I'll answer you right back. I promise you. I answer. Thank you, sis. Thank you for coming through with that. I feel like I answer emails faster than text messages, because I'll see that thing, I'll click right on it. So if you guys have any questions about your journey and where you are, just email me. You know what I'm saying? If it gets into a session, we're going to talk about how we're going to chop it up. You know what I'm saying? And focus on your blessings. Okay, so after going through all these things, like I told you guys, the purpose comes with blessings. Okay? So you're not doing anything in vain on a daily basis. You're not doing these things and, oh, like I don't show up to YouTube because I expect to get paid. That comes with it. But I show up to YouTube because I want you walking away feeling refreshed in your journey for the day or whenever I do the reading. And I want you to have some clarity in your heart. And I want you to feel comfortable. And I want you to know that after you're done all you can, baby, you just stand. Okay, so focus on your blessings. Yes, you will be enriched in every way so that you can always be generous. Here, I'm about to cry again. 2 Corinthians, last card, 9/11. Energy's energy. If that is your number for the day. 9/11, focus on your blessings. Things are changing. 9/11 is a things are changing number. Okay, energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. Things are changing because nothing even matters at all. It doesn't. Okay, look at this fire element. I ignite the fire within me that connects me to the divine. And this is what I feel like happened with this person, this energy. They started connecting to God. They started getting the fire of the divine. Now, we know lizards signify dirty energy. This person's cleaning themselves. Come through, Spirit, with that message. I hate when I can hear a message in my head, but I can't. And sometimes it's because they're like, it's not time. You literally pure, this person, you, whoever we're talking about. I say you, it could be someone else we're talking about. So don't beat me up. I'm just trying to get the messages out. You purified you did the work yourself. You cleanse yourself. You restored yourself. Remember when I said about this person wanting to become a better person because it's within them? That's the energy that's ignited. And I do feel like 9/11 because I feel like this person, this energy that we're picking up on, it's emergency. They're changing, and it's like I feel like people around them are noticing, and or the way that they're doing it, that it's causing an alarm in other people's lives, where it's like, why, you don't want to like be what you used to do and how you used to be? And they're like, no, I don't. And that's changing things. Energy's energy. Hey, Nia, if it resonates, it resonates. Oh yeah, so my sis came to reiterate, and the offerings for the mermaids are deep. Be careful with them. Yes, don't play around. I told you guys, they like bracelets like this, red stones, pink stones, bracelets and stuff. So yeah, don't play with that. Yeah, don't play with it. If you don't know, don't start. Okay, email me. I'll help you with the mermaid journey if that's something you're called to. Okay, it's so funny because I do Scentbird, and yesterday the scent that I got was Sweet Siren or something. I was like, oh, so we're exactly where we needed to be. Okay, so energy's energy. That's so funny that wasn't it. It's intuitive. It goes, it flows. Your energy should always flow in your spiritual journey. You should be indulging in yourself, reading, writing, looking. If you drive past a car and you see a synchronicity and it gives you a feeling in your body, that's a message. That's a message. Do you guys know what I'm saying? You could be driving down the street and you see 333, but it's something about that 333, right? Hey, Alexandra, like you feel something in your body. Hey, Nichelle, look it up. Okay. You see a bluebird and you feel something in your body. That's a spiritual nudge for you to start understanding your journey and figuring it out. Thank you so much, Jehovah. So if you see something out of the ordinary in your body, start listening to your divine body. Start listening. Forget your regular human self. I know you're like, we can't, but you're going to learn. We're going to learn here together to live in your spiritual body and your human body at the same damn time, because it took me so long. I used to be like, am I like, what is happening? It makes me feel, I say, I'm feeling matrixy today, sis. Yes. See, look at, yes. And yes, with the license plate. I'm feeling very matrixy today. All right, we got top of the deck because this reading's making me emotional. Celebrate life. I hope every day, I celebrate every day by honoring and respect all of life and Mother Earth, the divine creation. Everything is connected. Everything matters. And then we got Earth Angel. So we got 4334. Somebody's literally starting to mirror the life they're supposed to live. We're here. You made it. Okay. I am the guardian of Mother Earth, and I protect all who live on her. I also feel like this is within the divine, within the spiritual realm. Some of these words I'm going to change around on these cards because I love the Mother Earth energy, but I am a guardian of the divine, and I protect all who live on her. Earth Angel, or those whom live on earth. I'm a guardian of the divine and protect all that live here on earth. Like Earth Angel energy calling. This is what this person is here for. And are you? Here we are. There's fire lit inside of them to celebrate life and to be in their purpose and all they're meant to be. Energy's energy, if it resonates. And I told you guys, you're supposed to be joyful in life. I got to find that exact Bible verse. And then at the end of the thing, when I was walking away from my son's TV, the last thing I heard that pastor say was, live joyful with your wife. And I was like, oh, this is interesting. Okay. Top of the deck. I'm open to all of life's wisdom, and I share it with gratitude. Flames of Crone. Somebody's elevating. Somebody stays up at night a lot. Look at days in rest before I even talk. Somebody with what I'm picking up is an energy of it doesn't have to be night for you to rest. Okay. So resting is a ritual. You got to figure it out. You got to rest your brain. Okay. Rest your brain. Peace. I'm here to help you guys acquire peace in your life. And if we got to dig through situations and help go through situations and things like that, all right, well, we'll do that, right? We'll figure it out. If we got to dig deep, we'll dig deep until we get to where we got to go. And I'll sit right there next to you, and we'll say, well, we dug deep. What do we do right now? We're just going to chill. We're going to sit right here. I wasn't a, I'm not, were you Russian? I'm not Russian. Resting is a ritual. Okay, at days in rest, I find peace in nature and I rest my body and mind in order to connect with spirit. Okay, separation requires elevation. Yes, sometimes sometimes I don't go outside and I don't want to talk and indulge for days because I need time with spirit. And not just at night, I need to be in my room and be quiet and listen to nothing and just hear and meditate. And the other night I came home kind of late and I was sitting outside in my car and it was so stinking peaceful. When I mean peaceful, I mean like my house is very peaceful. That's not what I mean. But you know, sometimes the boys are on the games or the TVs are on, and when we lay down at night, I could kind of like hear the thing or the dog or the cat. It's just a different peace when you're sitting in your car and it's quiet. And the neighborhood is quiet and there's no cars and there's no phones and there's no nothing and it's just quiet. It's just peace. Sometimes that's what you need. It's just peace. No cars, no phones, no lights. I mean, whatever. You could have lights. I'm just not a person. I'm not a big fan of bright lights. I'm not a fan of that. I'm always like, can we dim it down a little bit? Whatever you do for you is you. I'm a woman of dim lights. I like dim. I like ambiance. I like that. Okay. So, but like you have to get to a point where there's peace in your life. Because if you can't show up for yourself, you can't show up for no one. I don't care what you say. Fight, argue me on that. I'll argue you back. Actually, you won because I already know I'm right. So this person, this energy that I do pick up a lot is they only can find themselves peaceful at night. No, you got to be peaceful in everything that you do every second of the day. Don't let anyone steal your peace. And I do feel like from a young age, somebody's peace was stolen. And they thought, well, if I thrive in chaos, it must be love. No, that's not love. That's the enemy trying to use you to still work for him because their heart was already pure, always pure. Their heart was always pure. Their intentions didn't align with the way that their heart was. So they weren't as convicted because they had good intentions. And I will go back to the mom that stole the loaf of bread for the kids. She wasn't trying to be a thief. She was trying to feed her kids. Her intentions were good. The actions were bad. Okay, energy is energy. If it resonates, cats are significant. Black cats are significant. Owls are significant. Birds are significant. Lizards are significant. But I just feel like in this sense, with the lizard, is this person's cleaning up a lot of the dirt within their life. Okay, you go dig for dirt, you'll get dirty. Don't try to keep bringing up someone's past if they change their ways. Okay, that's an energy that I pick up as well. And let's see what we've got top of the deck. Crystal Ascension. I attune to the universe, wisdom, and energy of the crystal kingdom. Nothing says I love you more than giving someone a crystal. Okay, so maybe somebody needs to give someone a crystal. What crystals I would suggest you gift someone. My favorite are amethyst, rose quartz. If this is a lover, you can give them carnelian stone to help them kind of with their sexual energy. If you're dealing with a lot of infidelity and like cheating, and I hope you're not, but we're not judging. We're helping. We're trying to fix things. We're not judging, okay? Black obsidian, amethyst, or anything black onyx are two. My special top 3 really to give someone if I had to, and they're like, all right, Sunshine Goddess, tell us, you have to give someone 3 crystals. What 3 ones are you going to get? Immediately amethyst, because it helps with people awakening. All right. I would give them a quartz, any kind of quartz, whether it's a clear, a rose, whatever your intentions are. Clears are kind of helping you see through. Roses are kind of with love, but there's a bunch of different quartz. You could get blue agitate quartz as well, which helps with communication, third eye chakra. Like, how do I know this stuff? Like, girl, I did not go to school for this. I had to learn this stuff. All right. And I would give them a protection stone. We have your black onyx, your black obsidian. You could even give them like a jade. Okay, jades are good as well. So I kind of try to keep with love and happiness and protection. So if you're trying to give someone crystals, or you're like, what should I get? Because it seems like our collective is a lot of crystal energy. Here's a black cat, Alexandra. Yeah. When y'all comment with me, the divine says, "Oh, okay, we're gonna send messages for you," and they're little. I just keep on talking. So let's get some of our crystal messages. If you are new to your awakening, because I do feel as though I have some new people in our collective that are new to their awakening, and I could kind of pick up the energy. That's why I think I revert to like a spirituality 101 real quick. And I was gonna say this is my favorite one of all times, Dalmatian Stone. Okay, hey JW, happy Friday. I was gonna say this, but I say in the first three, Dalmatian Stone is like the best. That is like my favorite. And now I don't have any Dalmatian Stone. I think I have like over 100 and something crystals as well. That's a bookshelf me. Y'all, when y'all come on and say, Sunshine Guys, girl, put this bookshelf up. All right, y'all need y'all to on me with this bookshelf so I could put it up. I don't, but it'd be good. You know what I'm saying? So you see bookshelf, I'm like, then I could come back and say, guess what, guys? I put the bookshelf up. Dalmatian Stone. What I love about this Dalmatian Stone is loyalty. God spells backwards dog, very loyal energy. So if you want more loyalty or more loyal people in your life, or you can get the Dalmatian Stone. Okay, so I am a loyal friend. I remain supportive and loving, especially when someone is going through a difficult time. Now, I do pick up the energy of maybe you were having a hard time and you had no one. It gives or feels like you, or this energy that I'm talking about, it's like you give everything you don't receive. Stop. Pour into people that can pour back into you. Okay, and I feel like in this energy right here is maybe somebody feels that you were going through something and they didn't do right by you. All right, somebody's gaining a lot of mental clarity within their life. My mind is sharp and clear. And alert. I can easily process and retain information. They're not in this trauma energy is what I hear. Like this person no longer blaming what they've been through on their life to who they are now. Oh, it's because this happened to me when I was little, so that's why I'm like this. No, this person, like, this happened to me when I was a teenager, and I'm committed to becoming a better person. Snowflake Obsidian. That's a good protection zone too. Snowflake Obsidian. As I focus on the positive energy in my life, the negative energy gradually dissipates, because this is what they want. Obsidian releases negativity with the energy of snowflakes. It represents light overcoming darkness. Snowflake Obsidian brings new beginnings, hope after a setback, hope that blah. Snowflake Obsidian brings new beginnings, hope after a setback, and a gentle, gradual improvement in whatever that has caused distress in the past. Snowflake Obsidian. Energy is energy. If it resonates, it resonates. We got tree agitate for inner strength. Okay. During tough times, I have what it takes to remain calm, steady, and strong. Remember, trees don't grow out loud. They don't grow out loud at all. Okay, energy is energy. If it resonates, remember, trees don't grow loud. You never hear a tree growing; they just grow. Inner strength. Okay, person's having a lot of inner strength. Okay, change of scenery, changing the people, places, and situations that they're around. Old ways can't get you in new doors. Remember the keys we're talking about? Yeah, some of those keys you can use to get a new old doors, but some of them you can't. All right, so if you've been, it's like, okay, so let me give you guys an example. Somebody is starting AA and they don't want to drink a lot. Would they go sit at a bar? No. So what would they can go sit at like, what would someone do if they like being in the bar scene, but they don't want to drink, but they want to be social and interact with other people? Where could they go? Where could they go? What could they do? All right. We know they can go to church. We go to a library, but the library's quiet. This person wants to socialize and interact with people, but they don't want to drink. Where should they go? Where would they go? Where would you guys go? You could go to a community center, right? You can volunteer, right? I just feel like this person's trying to move around and not be in situations that bring out who they used to be. All right. And then after a while, pool hall. Okay, that's a good one. The pool hall, you can still hang out. That is perfect. Yes. Energy is energy. That's perfect. Thank you for that, Don. All right, we got focus. All right, I'm able to stay focused on my ideas and bringing them to fruition. Bowling alley, that's a good one too. Yeah, somebody wants to be Nursing home too for the forgotten residents. That is a big one. Oh, you don't even know how. Like, listen, I work in healthcare. I've been a nurse for a long time. Older people, they just want someone to just listen, and you don't even got to talk. Sometimes they just want somebody just there. I've realized as the older you get, it does seem like it gets a little lonely. I'd be like, God, please, I don't want to be like this. But that's a good thing too. If you want something to do, go visit some people at the nursing home. Social dancing, salsa, ramba, yeah, that's good. That's another thing too. Skating, there we go. So this person, the energies can do things without being places that they were before. Skating's fun too. I'm teaching my son how to rollerblade, and my kids had a rollerblading session. I'm that mom. I'm like, go fast. They just kept going in the circle. That's the type of mom I am. Let me move everything out the way for you guys. Let me put the dog to the side so you guys can go faster. Wow, rollerblade. Yeah, that's the type of mom that I am. We be having fun over here. All right, and exuberance. All right. Every day I'm renewed in vitality and youthfulness. I have the zest and exuberance to live life to the fullest. You're not supposed to live life bad, sad, mad every day. Peace and joy be with you. And what we say, and also with you. Peace and joy. Top of the deck. I knew this. I felt this card, Red Jasper. Okay. What I like about this Red Jasper is people that are really awakening and they can't figure it out. You want better for yourself. You start eating better, drinking better, thinking better, and working out. So I feel like somebody as well starts working out. They started working out. I was going to say gym too, but the gym, you can be social. I love Zumba. What? Where are my Zumbas at? My Zumba girlies or my Zumba bros. I love Zumba. Zumba's so fun. It had me bouncing around all over the place. But just being better, treating themselves better, their life. Red Jasper is a stone of red as blood stimulates life force, energy, and vitality. It helps strengthen one's chai, making it beneficial for people who suffer from tiredness or chronic fatigue. Now, this person, I feel like this energy, somebody may sleep a lot is because of depression and fatigue and literally changing their life, because when babies sleep, they're growing, right? So somebody may find themselves sleeping a lot. And that's why I wasn't sleeping beauty last week. I don't know what it was. I was so sleepy every day. Could not wait to get home to sleep. And I'm like thinking something wrong. No, it's a transition. It's a change. Let people grow spiritually how they want. Right? We don't wake babies up. Oh, you're sleeping too much. No, we let them sleep. And what do we say? Oh, that baby's sleeping because they're growing. Right? My son's been sleeping a lot. I go to his bed. I'm like, oh, yeah, he's growing. You're sleeping a lot. You're growing. When you sleep a lot, you grow. Somebody just thought they were sick or had problems. No, you're just growing. And you're an adult and you're growing spiritually. So that's what happens. If you find yourself a little bit extra tired than normal, surprise, it's either a full moon, it's either a portal, something's happening, or everything. You have to look at life now is more of on a spiritual level, because you're open to it. You can't blame anything else. You got to start looking at your spiritual life and figure out what's going on and why things are happening the way they are. You may not need to go to the doctor. You may need to take a nap. You may need to just rest and stop running 100 miles an hour. Nobody said, okay, so there's no reward for being the most overworked, most tired person in the world. I learned that the hard way. There's no reward for that. So if you can't wash the dishes tonight, or you don't feel like it and you're tired and you don't want to, there's no reward for me and my friend were like, why are we so like this, so anal with ourselves? We're like, who's we gonna get in trouble if we decide not to wash the dish? Like, we were cracking up about that. But if you decide that there's something that, oh my God, I'm drilling, that you can't do, or you don't have the strength to do it, then don't do it. Listen to your body. All right, listen to your body. So carrying Red Jasper encourages exercise and body movement. And I do have some Red Jasper. I don't want to waste time. It's already 8:15 almost. All right, which leads to improving physical fitness and stress reduction. It can also invigorate the endorphins, happy chemicals in the brain. Hi, Mamacita. Out. Do not jump on this bed. Hold on, guys, because my door was open. My dog came through. Yes, I'm taking you outside. Let's go. Come on, Mamacita. Come on. You've been bothering me. What's the matter? Come on. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Want some water? Come on. Come on. Go to your spot. Mommy's coming. Go to your spot. Okay? All right. Let me close this because she'll keep coming in here. Ugh. That's my other baby. That's my other baby. You know how those baby girl dogs are when they're in heat. Like, don't you get on this bed, girl. Turn around. I wake up in the night and she's on my bed. Like, you know you're not supposed to be sleeping on my bed. But when she's in heat, she's a little whiny little boo-boo. All right. So also what I say is I've learned that high cortisol levels cause a lot of stress, heart attacks and stuff. If it doesn't, don't let it stress you out. Take a deep breath back, okay? So vitality is literally, I care about my health and well-being, so I exercise on a regular basis. Three daily wins, mental, physical, spiritual, and one of your physical wins could be going for a walk. Sometimes you just go for a walk after dinner. Go out, go just by yourself. Maybe you want to listen to music, okay? But like, we need you by yourself, not on the phone. This is for you. Right? Some of my alone time on a daily basis is walking the dog. That's my, you know what I'm saying? Get it how you fit, get it how it fits in your life. Energy is energy. If it resonates, I know that this person is a healer within they're also a healer within your life, or maybe you're a healer within your life as well. All right, Spirit, let's clarify some of this sacred energy. Divine will, let go of fear. Somebody's moving into the resolve of fear. The color yellow is significant as well, which I feel like is contingent to the solar plexus chakra energy and allowing their intuition, divine will and intuition is what I'm hearing. All right, Spirit, let's clarify some more of this energy. Expansion, educate your mind and senses. All right, so again, this person's being open up. The number 1216, December 16 could be significant. Yeah. Channel your knowledge. And I feel like this has a lot to do with this person. Remember, I said the color yellow. This person has a lot to do with their solar plexus chakra, expanding their mind, understanding it. So it's like, it's that conviction energy that they're learning about, right? Good things do. So what if the mom that stole the bread, what if she didn't get caught, right? What if she never got caught? What do you think she's going to be worrying about it? Or what do you think if she got caught, would she be more worried about it? Or do you think she'll say, I'll never do that again? Or would she do that again? Right? Everyone's different on their own journey. Channel your knowledge, critical judgment. Only God could judge you. And listen, do what you want. People are going to talk whether you do what they want. If you do what they want, they're going to talk about it. If you do what you want, they're going to talk about it. Do whatever the hell you want and be happy. Who cares? Okay? People are going to judge you whether you do what they ask you to do. You're still judging because they're not accepting you for who you are. They're going to judge you whether you do because you don't want to do what they do what you want. All right, we have guardian, guard your energy. This person's learning. I cannot be around every person, place. Who have to sneeze? Situation. Ooh, excuse me. I can't be around particular people, places, situations. I just can't do that. Okay, so somebody's learning. Ooh, that was a spiritual sneeze, though. Whoo. All right, and we got timing is critical. So celestial gatekeeper. Birds are important right now. Birds, wolves are important right now. What do we got top of the deck, Spirit? This person's getting assigned spirit animals as well. Energy signature. The past is in the present. The key that's open. I'm telling you guys, keys, spirit message, observe limitations. This is where we are. Energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. Energy signature. The past is in the present. Those keys that you had, the spiritual authority to open these doors, it's because you are really, what's the word do I want to use? Control over the situation. God's giving you spiritual authority, right? What did I say? Spiritual pattern, spiritual recognition, spiritual authority to the past is in the present. You have the keys. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you guys were sent into this person's life. Energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. All right, Spirit, what are we doing here? All right, let's do these. It's Friday. Fridays are kind of hey, Daniel. Hey, Shell. JW. All right, doing the work. Look at top of the deck. Watch for the signs. Butterflies are significant. Go check out our community board. Spirit told me to use that blue butterfly. I knew that blue butterfly was important this morning. It's just like everything that I do, breathe, say literally is a confirmation for something. It's just so interesting. Like, I never knew I would live a life like this. Look for the signs, guys. Butterflies are significant. Somebody's life is transforming. Ha! Somebody's life is transforming. Do we need the tarot cards? No, Sunshine guys, we don't need the tarot cards. The color silver is significant today. Wait! So that was another thing, is the key was silver. So make new friends. But now if you're a Girl Scout, shout out to my Girl Scouts, my brownies. I know where I'm about to go with this. Make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver and the other is gold. That key that I picked up, and I said that when I picked up the key that I picked up was a silver key. We always think that the better is the gold, but sometimes the better is the silver. Okay, so make new friends, but keep the old. The new friends would be considered gold, but the other friends are still silver, but they're still treasure. Treasure's treasure, right? So that, and Quicksilver Moon. Changes. Somebody's making changes. They're going back in the past. They're figuring out what they've done, how they've done it wrong. And this might take a while. Like I said before, elevation requires separation. So you may not talk to this person yesterday and you think they're going to change tomorrow. Now, you're saying supernatural miracles. Yes, but let's be real here, right? Masculine energy. So all right, I'm going to save that for another reading. I'm going to save it for another, because I got that download again. I got in the shower. I'm like, Spirit, what is this? Maybe I'll do it on my Facebook this morning. Yeah, because nothing even matters at all. Do nothing void. Okay, so this person is also learning that they're not filling in their voids. We love that. I'm coming, Mamacita. They're not filling in their voids. They're not putting things in empty spaces. They're filling them with love. They're figuring them out. Okay, energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. Okay, so Spirit, let's clarify some more of this stuff. Thank you, Daniel, for your Bible verses. Okay, so we have embrace uncertainty. Okay, so again, this person is embracing uncertainty about their life. Faith. They're keeping the faith, believing what their eyes can't see and their hands can't touch, but knowing wholeheartedly that, you know, what they're going through. And I'm telling you, the divine's encouraged person to take a break from the chaos. Energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. I feel like that's good. Let me get another Bible verse. We're going to do Archangel messages and Isis Oracle, and then we're out. Happy Faithful Friday, guys. Thank you for being here. Like, subscribe, and being part of my soul family. Here we go. Celebrate the beautiful gift of life. That's what this person's supposed to be doing. The enemy tried to strip them away from that, but they got to be more quicker than that, because God gave you the spiritual authority to help this person in their life. Nobody can listen. I don't know what's up with folks these days, but no man or woman can stop what God has for you. Okay, it don't matter. Nothing, no man or woman, nothing in this world could stop what God has for you. What God has for you is always going to be for you. Whether he gives you today, yesterday, next week, or tomorrow, next year, it's yours. Whatever God's guaranteed to give you, yours. And our one thing in our collective, we were always guaranteed, is if we keep our head up and our heart close, God, we will have everything that we need. We will be abundant in all that we do. Right? We wake up every morning to be abundant, safe, and protected, and all that we do. That is the first blessing of the day. Let heavens be glad and the earth rejoice. Let the sea and everything in it shout his praise. Celebrating the beautiful gift of life. Child of God. Energy's energy. If it resonates, literally, you are like a child of God. All right? So, Spirit, let's clarify some Archangel messages, because nothing even matters at all. Yeah, this energy can't do nothing with my collective. This past energy is gone with the wind. Like I tell you guys before, I love you guys and I love coming on here, but I really do my readings when I'm guided. Sometimes they say, all right, get up and do it. Sometimes they say no. Look at this. Sunshine Goddess 333, Empress energy. Celebrate the beautiful gift of life. Empress, you are here because you're supposed to be blessed and protected and abundant and love all they do. You're not supposed to be here on earth and be all miserable and shit. No, the enemy tried to steal that from you. That's not what you're here for, okay? Time to act upon your plans. Creativity is awarded luxurious or abundant resources. Empress energy, okay? Energy's energy. If it celebrate the beautiful gift of life. Empress energy. So you are supposed to be abundant and love and all that you do. Luxurious. So I feel like our collective is moving into a luxurious timeline. I don't know how that looked for everyone. I don't even know how that's going to look for me. But what I'm trying to tell y'all is this new beginning is in a luxurious, abundant, right on top of the thing, changes. Earth angel energy. Your path that you're guided on, that you're doing, these things are hard, but they're blessed. They're abundant. It's like you're prepaid for the job sometimes before you have to do it. Okay. So this is what I want to tell you guys. I went to do my bottles the other day because I had so many bottles, and I'm like, no, I'm doing them today. That's it. Blah, blah, blah. I went to the redemption center. It was closed. I'm like, all right. I like to go into the center better. It's better because it's just better. I ended up going to Stop and Shop. I don't like going to Stop and Shop. I have to make this long story short. I don't, whatever. People are walking out. I'm putting my stuff in the cart. They're like, the cans don't work. The machines don't work. I'm like, all right. I just go inside. I see the guy. I'm like, do they work? He's like, yeah, they work. I'm like, the enemy trying to get me not to turn my can. I am determined to do this. All right. It gets better than this. Right. So I go there, I stand, I wait around. Nobody's there with bottles or cans or nothing. I wait for like 5 minutes. I said, divine timing. I drove all the way over here from all the way over there. I'm going to get these bottles. I'm not driving around them with my cart. I'm not bringing them back home. I'm not doing that. I am all day in my mind. Y'all know when you get something and I'm taking these, today is the day. Right. Okay. So I'm waiting. He said the guy's coming back in 10 minutes. I'm away. I think it was like 11. I went to the car. I went back to get my bottles because remember, the people told me it was closed. So I went back to get them. I come back. 2 people are in line. I'm like, what are you in line for? Because I was here first. I just left really quick. So one of the girls, but they had a little bit less than me. And then there was a lady in the front that looked like a fucking demon. Okay, the way she was and acting, and that's just not my place to be. That's not my energy. The redemption center is where I go. I'm sorry, I'm not judging, but I cannot roll with folks that are in this low vibration where they look like demons to me. It scares the shit out of me. Like, nah, B, I see you for who you are. I see you, person. You are a demonic entity. She had this one bag. She was shuffling around. We already know what's the story. Boom. Please let her go, because please get her away from me. And the other girl's like, oh, you could go. In my head, I was like, I know I was going. I was, but thank you. Oh, thanks. What? Okay, so we get in there. I'm doing my bottles. Everything cool is flowing. My machine keeps messing up. The other person's machine, their machine's not messing up. I'm like, God, what is the reason? First, I went through all this. Now my machine keeps messing up. Everyone else's machine. All right, whatever, sir. So so now I'm not bumping the machine. He's showing me how to fix it. I'm bumping it. I'm pushing it. Whatever. I have my 2 bags here. I turn around and go get my other 2 bags. My other 2 bags are gone. I'm like, what the I'm like, where are my, I'm like, okay, so now there's a couple more people here because now that I'm like, what? I'm like, where's my bag? So then I turn around and there's a guy next to me, we're calling these people demons. I don't care. He's fucking rocking back and forth all the time. That's not my scene. I'm never going back to that. I just want to call and complain about how just terrible it was. That's how you know I'm getting older. That's a cure to me. Like, I don't know. He said, I'm sorry, I thought these were my bags. How the hell did you think these were your bags, sir? All right, I'm burnt up. He's like, oh, it only was $1.50. Sir, no, it was more than that, but I don't care. And then he tries to give me a little ticket that has 10 cents on it. I'm like, first of all, that's not even $1.50, but I'm like, I don't want it. It's fine. He brings this dingy ass plastic bag full of, first of all, sir, no. You could keep it. It's fine. I'm already a little burnt up. Y'all know I've been here for a while at this point, right? I'm just, whatever. Some of my bottles aren't going in. At my place I go to, I don't deal with this. I don't do this anyway, but I've been trying and I was like, I'm not judging, but all this, no. Okay, so he's still trying to give me the thing. I'm like, no, sir, they're mine. I'm not sure how you knew. Never got out of character. Never was rude, nasty. I can see what I'm dealing with. I'm not fighting against that. That's a principality right there. You got it. You got it. I don't want the ticket. He keeps trying to give me a 10-cent ticket telling me that I only had 150 of bottles. Sir, I don't want it. Okay, so I start walking out. I can't really focus because I got my guard up spiritually and human-like. So this lady walks in. She's like, do you want this? I'm like, no, thank you. I didn't even see. She was giving me a bag of bottles, but I didn't want that. Like, what I'm trying to say is through all that, I still got blessed at the end. The lady was giving me, and she looked pretty decent, but I just ready to get up out of there. At the end of the day had to end. I still was given what I was lost. God may take it away for a second, but he's still going to replace anything that you lost. Okay, so that was my story for I wanted to tell you because I was blown away. But when I walked out, I said, thank you, God, for sending that lady to give me the bottles. Like, you knew my heart was in the right place. And I don't know what type of test that was, but when she offered me the bottles and I wasn't really paying attention, and I heard, sometimes we don't take our blessings, but they were sent for you. And I was like, all right, well, I'm sure that with the collective. So do nothing right now in this season. God is going to give you back everything that you lost. And it's going to be probably chaos in the midst of it, but it's not, it's how you navigate through it. It's not really what's happening to you. It's how you get through it. Take me through. I've been taken through there, up and down the woods and the road, underneath, on top, but God delivers me out every single situation, every single time. So here we are, the beautiful gift of life. Celebrate it, love it, honor it. It's going to be twists and turns, but at the end of the day, it's good. And you have to be committed to being a better person and staying true to who you are on your journey. Okay. And these look rags to riches is what I hear. All right. Energy is energy. If it resonates, it resonates. All right. We got the star card. A dream come true. Believe in yourself. The end of a difficult situation. 3/17 significant. March 17th. Okay. March comes in like a lion and out like a lamb. I want to say that. I've been wanting to say that to y'all with all this known weather. Okay, it could do this. Old man winter, get your shit off because you can't stay around. Low vibration entities, once you figure them out, they can't stay around. This person has created balance within their life, and with that balance comes a new beginning, and with that beginning comes a purification, and with that purification comes love and good fortune, because this person is staying faithful. Energy's energy, if it resonates. And also, there's a new cycle and within this relationship because this person has transformed and they've done a lot of meditating. Energy's energy. If there's a lot of power in silence. Sometimes you don't need to say your side. We understand and I get it, but at the end of the day, when you're dealing with a principality, your side doesn't matter. Okay, so sometimes people hurt you and do things and you want to confront them. No, just let God handle it, take care of it. Silence is very loud. Okay, you say more being silenced than you do trying to prove a point. So Pedro Ariel, reliable, clever, educated, balance. If you were wondering, balance, we got out twice. If you're wondering about going back to school or some type of new education, here we go. This is your confirmation. Okay, an excellent opportunity will be offered to you, scholarships or the pursuit of education. Time to get to work. I feel like somebody wants to go back to school as well. I feel like this could be energy, somebody that maybe dropped out of school, didn't finish school. Go back and get your GED. You'll feel better. Maybe somebody's working on getting their GED or their high school diploma. You got this. You got it, girl. You got it. It's a lot of feminine energy here as well. So it feels like this could be a feminine energy that's really trying to be better. It's a lot of feminine energy. I do feel like you guys have a lot of spirit. So sunshine is masculine. Right? Do you guys know that sunshine goddess, sunshine? So it's the yin yang energy. But I do feel like if you have someone that's, first of all, I pick up Catholic, like a Catholic Roman Greek energy here. I don't know who's here. I pick up Irish ancestors as well, Egyptian. A lot of Greek energy is what I pick up as well too, Egyptian. All right, so start a dream come true, believe in yourself, the end of a difficult situation. You can be going to work. I love all the purple. The purples are downloads from the divine. Justice is served. Fight for justice and equality. Rulings made in your favor. Don't give up. Ooh, my nose is running. Rulings made in your favor. And we have the Chariot, determination, self-control, career advancement, acknowledge of success by others. All right, so I got some numbers for you guys. 3, 17, 3, 7, 3, 8. So the weeks, March 7th through March 17th is a significant week. And look at top of the deck, change your life. Look at all these purples. This person's life has changed. You know why their life has changed? Because of you. And it's because of who you are, because of what you bring. They've done the work, but you kind of, help them with the blueprint and show them that people can love you unconditionally. You just have to love to learn yourself a little bit more. Okay, so we have all these purple cards, which I love. A sudden revelation that offers freedom. Break free of the what? Spirit of procrastination that we talked about in the beginning of the reading. Embrace the opportunity that change brings. Somebody wants change in life. They're like, if change is what I want, I'm going to be changed because I deserve to have a good, happy, healthy, fulfilled life, love life, adult life. And you're supposed to. Just because you're adult doesn't mean you're supposed to be miserable. Who told us we have to be miserable when we're adults? Oh, if you're getting older, you're going to be miserable. All you're going to do is pay bills. And I'm like, no, you don't. You could have a fulfilled adult life, do things that you love, enjoy your job, have passions, and love, and live with your partner and be happy. That's what God wants us to do. All this other stuff is so ghetto. The human experience, okay? Power of 7 Scorpios. Ooh, it's 8:34. I definitely have to hurry up. Energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. And I open up right to the book, the number 125. 2 plus 5 is 7 plus 1 is 8. Very abundant energy. Power to conjure lower vibrational forces. Energy's energy. If it I cannot make this shit up. I'm telling you, it's the inner child energy that's healing as well in this time. Wow. Isis be coming through. Power to conjure lower vibrational forces. You're being initiated into the magic of conjuring to have power to affect lower vibrational forces through your own will and spoken word. Spiritual authority. Okay? You are guided to use this powerful gift with compassion and discernment, with mercy and non-judgment. You can manage any toxicity in your life swiftly with great effect. Remember, this person now, see, they didn't know. Here we go, yeah. Lady Isis teaches the art of conjuring, or being able to use will and word to gain domination over lower vibrational energy. Spiritual authority, okay? We must be careful to use these gifts with compassion. You came into someone's life that had an entity on them and said, I see you for who you are. I love you, but I'm not going to deal with you. Adios. That entity said, oh, you suffocated their entity of love. You suffocated that. They said love. The entity they had to flee, had to go. The love has stepped in. Light and darkness cannot reside in the same place. Light and darkness cannot reside in place. Light will always drive out the darkness. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. That's it. Energy's energy. If it resonate. Okay, so we must be careful to use this gift of compassion with respect and love. Using words with care and firmness will bring great healing into your life. You're guided to be more aware of your power of words and realize that they're becoming very effective as a healing instrument. What I learned is that I really don't like complaining. I don't like complaining at all, because if I keep complaining, that means I'm not focusing on the blessings. I really try to stay away. I found myself complaining the other day. I'm like, girl, shut up. You were like, if you keep saying I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that, you will be that. Okay, but at the moment, if you're tired, you can say, you know what, God, I just feel a little unrested. I'm not tired for life. I'm just because if you keep saying I'm tired, you will be. You will be very tired. Okay, energy's energy. If it resonates, okay, Joe Schmo. I don't know, but Joe Schmo. Can we all say a prayer for Joe Schmo who's living in a racist, low vibration racist? How do we? Let's remove this person. All right, Joe. Oh, wait, no. Wow. Hi, this is you from the channel. You're getting out of here for indefinitely. Yeah, I don't know any moderators. JW, you want to be a moderator? Do you mind? Could we make you whenever you're here? Sometimes people go in and out, so... Okay, there we go. Thank you, JW. You're the best. All right, so let's see what we got. Shout out to my moderators. I love y'all. Y'all's the best. JW, you should be in your... You should be coming... Maybe the next... Your thing will change to moderator, but I'm pretty sure I put you as moderator. Oh, there you are, Win. Okay, you're a moderator. Let's see. Ooh, my phone. My phone is messing up. The phone is ringing. Hold on, we'll be right there. Okay, be careful. Oh, thank you, Shell. Yeah, be careful. You guys watch people, and then sometimes people are asking questions they're not sure. We don't want to drive them away because of their approach, because everyone asks questions, but that Joe Schmo was doing too much. Okay, so Joe Schmo was one of the low vibrational forces we got to get out of here because they're trying to take us through there. All right, so where are we at? So... All right, so you are guided to become aware of your power of your words and to realize that they're becoming very effective as healing instrument. No more I'm tired, no more I'm broke, blah, 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 blah. We don't have it right now. It's not that we're broke. It's just right now you don't have the funds to do what you want to do or how you want to do it. All right. to her healing intent by naming them and dominating their poison. She did so out of compassion to save the life of a young boy. Okay, so here we go. This is where we're at. I think we got to where we needed to be. We figured out that you were sent to this person's life to save them, in a sense of because of the things they've been through in the past. And the story lies the mystery of her conjoining art that is awakening to you. To name the poison requires careful and clear assessment. You can see the entities. You can see them, right? Now you have spiritual authority. God gave you spiritual authority to trample over what? Snakes and scorpions. You're in a different part of your journey now. Yeah, this is real life. At first you were like, tarot, haha, but now you're like, nah, you're a spiritual warrior living a spiritual journey. This is real life. We don't do this for fake, okay? And let's see. To name the, if you judge or resist really knowing it, you are unlikely to be able to accurately name it and therefore gain power over the poison. If you stay curious, detached, and compassionate, your perception and ability to wield the power that comes with the ability to accurately name it. You can't stand in front of the Eiffel Tower and see it. Right here. Right? You guys can't see my tattoo. I have a hand tattoo, right? You can't see it too good. You know it's something, right? But when I move my hand like this, you can see the clear now. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. Energy's energy. If it resonates. Okay. So it says, you'll be able to accurately name something and it will increase. The poison may be jealousy, resentment, fear, or guilt. It may be blame or shame, anger or possessiveness, born of abandonment or rejection in the past. I'm telling you, I be knowing. It may be poison that is sourced from within your own self or injected into your system from another. It could be an actual phrase or insult, a cruel childhood nickname or taunt, even said in sense of humor. When I was younger, they used to always be like, oh, you're such a crybaby, but I was just sensitive. It's not that I was crying because, oh, I'm boohoo sad, and I never knew how to explain it, but I was just very sensitive as a young child. But my family, oh, you're just sensitive. Like, okay, but I see that in my children. I see that. I know that. I know where that came from. And I embrace it. I don't say, oh, you're such a cry. Well, I do say crybaby, but like not the way I got it. Remember, our folks was kind of strict and hardcore back in the day. Like, damn. Because nothing even mattered, really. All right, so a childhood nickname, taunt, even said in humor, but the wounded that open body soul at the time. It's something that happened that wounded the soul. Okay, it's something that was said that wounded the soul. You got a story from when you were younger that hurt you that you still think about. Right? Not that you want to blame that person, not that you carry that hurt, but that was at one point when you realized this shit's kind of ghetto here. Am I going to always grow up and be like this? Is this always going to happen to me? Do I always have to live this life? These are things that happened before you met this person or came along in their life or whatever the case may be. Okay. So let's see. But the wounded open it might be a cultural poison, such as a sickness, evidence in our culture, images of the feminine body that leads to distortion, perception or idea, body images, hatred of our body and disordered, or body eating disorders. Somebody could not like the way their body is, and they dealt with that, and they always had a hard time with that. Right there, there's so many things, and I went so surface with this, but there's so many other things that maybe you had a haircut, maybe you got a bad haircut one time, and then like you always hated your hair after that. Or maybe you were the kind of bigger sibling and they always made fun of you because you were a little bit heavier than everyone else, but it was out of love. But you, through your whole life, you were weirded out by that. And guess what? Your first relationship, the person you were with, the first thing they did was call you a fat ass. And now you're like, okay. And now you're walking around with that, but you were just healthier child. You weren't a fat ass either. You were just a thick, voluptuous person. But because they said that and you were already wounded from that, you just carry that. And that's how we start healing trauma. That's how we start trying to fix things in our life. You got to go back and get yourself and say, self, you weren't fat at 5 and you weren't a fat ass at 21. You're just thick and healthy, and it's in your genetics. That's who you are. But all the eating disorders and trying to work out and maybe even planning for a surgery. And I'm not judging. I'm just saying. Okay. But how do I get out of feeling like this my whole life? I feel like, and here you are, you meet someone and they're like, I love your curves. And you're like, you do? They're like, yeah, I love that. Right there, you change that person's life. You didn't know that they were struggling with that since they were younger. You probably had no idea, but something about you came into that principality and said, principality, they're not a fat ass, they are beautiful. And that principality was like, I have to go. Oh, they're not a fat. Like, that's how fucking dramatic these principalities are. Dramatic. Dramatic. Okay. So what else do we have? So we figured that part out. So the poison might be your own fear of success or failure. Okay. It might be something simple by ego and a dramatic endless spiral of suffering for which appears to be no rest from. No rest. I told you guys from the beginning of my journey, I was so like, I just didn't want to talk about it, but I talked about it, but I was like intrigued. That's why I started a YouTube. Shh, no one's gonna know. They know. They knew. And I didn't tell anyone about my YouTube for a year in. I want to be sure of me. And then, here we are. Okay. Isis can help you heal and grow more powerful than any poison in your system or relationship or any toxic environment by helping you name it, take ownership of the situation, or make any changes necessary so you can affect transformation of the situation, or by transporting it from your direct change your vibration and transmuting it and change your circumstances to align your frequency. And that's all I'm saying is transmuting power, transmuting pain into power and taking over. So whatever entity was on this person from a young child that tried to steal their abundance, that tried to steal their gifts, you've identified it. And you said, entity, you can't stay here anymore. I see this person for who they are. I see the king or queen in them. You can't reside here anymore. And literally, you change this person's life. Energy is energy. If it resonates, and now you and this person, so maybe you aren't with this person long term, or maybe you did the journey and you're on your way. You're getting ready to be rewarded for your gifts. You're getting ready to be blessed, luxurious, and abundant resources. Welcome to the new level up. I love you guys so much. Happy Faithful Friday. Keep your head up and your heart close. God, I love you guys so much. Our confirmation number for today is 333. I love you guys so much. Yes. Me versus, okay, said, and that's why you have to rebuke them. Absolutely. I see a lying ass spirit on you. I rebuke the spirit of a liar. I rebuke the spirit of jealousy. Call them out of what they are, and you call them out. You say, hey, I see you, right? I see your clown shoes. You call them out. Spiritual authority, they have to leave. Okay, energy is energy. If I could be on here all day with y'all. That's how much I love you so much. 8:47 on this Friday. Happy Faithful Friday. Keep your head up and your heart close, God. If you guys don't do anything else, keep your head up and your heart close, God. Email me, sunshinegoddess333@gmail.com. I love you guys so much. And I'll catch you guys on my midday mix or my next read. Whatever comes first. Mwah.